Hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu and this is a Men of War Assault Squad video. No, I did not buy a 3D card. My video card is still broken. This was recorded back when I recorded the previous video. It's a frontlines match, but it ends abruptly. Either somebody crashes or somebody quits. I can't really remember, so you're going to find out when I do. These are the same people in the previous frontlines match, so I'm sure you're asking, Tycho, if this video is only 15 minutes long because the game ends early, why are you bothering making a video? Well, a few reasons. First, snow, right? Snow's pretty cool, so we get to watch snow. Second, it's still worth watching people attack or defend, so you can sort of get tips and see what works and see what doesn't work. So there's still stuff to learn from watching a frontlines match, even if it doesn't go all the way through. And third, I want to let everybody know that there's new Assault Squad stuff coming. I'll put a link in the description. There is going to be a free add-on for Assault Squad, not like the DLC maps that they're selling, but it's going to be a free add-on that adds units, and so far they've revealed the Pak 43, basically a really large German AT gun. I guess that's not super exciting, but it's a new unit and it looks nice. And it's going to be free, and there's going to be 15 units, and it's going to come out, I don't know when. As of my recording this, they've only revealed the Pak 43. There's some discussion in the forum thread about other stuff. People are like, there's gonna be like elite Canadian infantry with like flamethrowers or something. I don't really know. But that's super exciting. I love how they keep updating this game. It's kind of annoying that they're charging money for the DLC, but I don't really mind because those are just new maps, right? And so it's not like they're taking away old maps or something. And but what's really awesome is that we're getting the new units for free. So they make their money through selling maps, but they keep updating the game with awesome new stuff for free for us players. So that's good. I like that. Hooray for Digital Mindsoft. And you see me and my ally are just buying a shit ton of stuff. Look at this. It's nuts. Look at that mini-map. We're buying a lot of stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm actually buying some artillery. I bought a field gun because, like, my ally bought a Vespa, or Vespa, I don't know how to say it. It's German. It's auf Deutsch. That's how you say in German. So that's the same gun as that. The little artillery piece I bought, the thing that's being towed by that truck on the right, that's the same gun as on the Vespa, but obviously it can't move around as fast. But that's okay because we're attacking and we're not really going to need to move our artillery. So I'm not really sure why my ally bought the Vespa instead of a cheaper towed gun. You'll have to ask him. I'm pretty sure Beef to the Taco and Pengu of Doom posted on my last YouTube video in the comments or something, and maybe Manu 76 or whatever. This guy does not speak English very well. He doesn't know the word. The guys for detect mines. Mine detector or mine sweeper. Yes. Minesweeper. So, I did buy a minesweeper, a little mine crushy thing, and a lot of infantry. At one point I bought like a rifleman dude, maybe I bought more than one. And that was to just, you know, more warm bodies to throw towards the point. And you see I have a couple Stugs, and 3 assault squads, and the artillery. So yeah, the plan is just to run forward, and if everyone gets killed, then everyone gets killed, you know. That's life. Deal with it. And if you remember the previous video, these guys are fucking amazing at defense. Or at least they stalled us completely in our tracks last time, so we'll have to see how this works out. Minesweeper, of course, goes first. He's faster than the infantry, so he would get there first no matter what. But obviously he wants to go first because I gotta take out those mines. He hasn't hit any mines yet. Basically all the infantry are dead. Stupidly, I just drive straight up to the enemy infantry. That gets me an AT gun. My ally just artilleried like 8,000 people. My Stug just killed a Firefly. Bunch of mines are blowing up, destroying Beef to the Taco's mine layers. I don't know what's going on. People are dying everywhere. Infantry getting mowed down. These people are trying to cross the field. There is obviously no cover for us. We could drop some smoke grenades, but that wouldn't help quite enough. We're just getting shot to shit, but we're shooting them to shit. This is complete chaos, utter death and destruction. Don't know what's going on. Some scout car my allies got on the left is mowing down infantry. I'm shooting at infantry. Infantry shooting at me. My Stugs are providing fire support. Everybody's dead over there. My artillery's lobbing at them, but they're in the trenches, so that's not doing much. Buy some more people, buy some more assault squad, buy some regular infantry, just move to the point. I'm using the, I'm doing a single right click when I tell them to move to the point. If I do a double right click, they'll sprint and they'll get there faster, but they won't shoot at anybody. They'll just be like, must run. It's like the end of Gallipoli, if you've ever seen that movie. But no, single right click tells them to run, but not quite as fast. And if they see anybody, importantly, they'll stop and fire back. They'll take cover. So that's good. Artillery reloading, so I figure I'll move it up a bit. And you see I'm creeping my Stoogs forward too as I do this. These things are hard to kill because they got a lot of front armor. And you can't even kill the gunner because, uh-oh, looks like an AT rifle is shooting at it. I lost an armor plate from the side. Look at that detail, man. How many games can you lose an armor plate from your tank and it matters? Not a lot of real-time strategy games. So you can't even shoot the gunner off the Stoogs, no matter how many bullets, because they have magical remote-controlled machine guns. So that's pretty damn sweet. And look at that, I got some grenades in there. And just like that, I've taken the first trench. And that was actually the biggest issue, taking this trench, I think, is one of the most important parts of this map. Because once you get to that first trench, then you have a sort of a lot of cover between you and the rest of the points you gotta take. Whereas the first push is basically just empty space. And I think my Stoop just got knocked out, or something shot at it. He's got some tanks and AT guns hiding back there, and no, my Stoop is fine. Lost an armored thing. Oh no, it's a Valentine and an AT gun. Fire at them! Shoot them! Ha! Suck it, Valentine. More like Valentigexplode time. So yeah, now we have a lot more cover. It's surprising they didn't sink more of their resources into defending that front line, like the front point. Obviously, that's not the most important point in terms of like the game mode. Like the only point that really matters is this big one, sort of far back in their lines. But it seems like just if I were defending, I would want to kill as many people in this like wide open field as possible, because that's like a fantastic place to mow down enemies. Because once they get past that, see, look, I have all these houses to hide behind. I have trees. I have trenches. I have other houses. I've got craters, and I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Oh, he ran into a mine. So I got craters and trees, and look, they laid some razor wire along this road. So that's interesting, although I'm not sure why we would advance down the road with infantry anyways, because that's the most exposed position. And if anyone's going down there, it's a tank, and the tank isn't going to get killed by razor wire. And oh shit, they're going for my artillery! Fuck! Get out of the artillery, pull your pistols out, we gotta defend yourselves! Oh wait, I can just buy some people and tell them to sprint up and then fire, and then these guys are fucked. Look at all those little bullet impacts all around on the ground. That's a lot of detail for this game. Someone posted on one of my YouTube videos, this is a fun game and it runs really well for me, but anytime a building explodes, my frame rate drops. And I think that happens to basically anybody, unless you have like a Core i7 processor, sort of super duper fast, I don't know. Maybe it happens to everybody. The game is just super duper detailed is the thing. Like, you can destroy any part of a house, and like, it's not just like destroy it for looks. Like, it's very detailed modeling. The type of house you're firing through depends how much speed the shell is going to lose as it passes through, and different types of shells do different types of damage to houses, and you can set them on fire and the fire dynamically spreads, and you can knock out the tops of roofs and stuff and fire down on the inside and lob some shells down, and debris falling from the buildings can crush people and kill people, and then when it falls on the ground you can take cover behind the debris, and everybody has a little helmet, and if their helmet falls off you can tell them to pick up another helmet, and they put on the helmet and they're like, I got a helmet. And so that's like fucking detailed, so it's no surprise that the game slows down a bit when some of this stuff is going on. Is it worth it? You tell me. I posted that and then the guy replies, yeah, I don't really need like verisimilitude on my like building simulation. I just wish the game ran faster. So I guess that sort of makes sense. But it's too late to go back now, and I don't know what this guy's talking about. But yeah, we're making fairly good progress, especially compared to like the last game when these guys completely shut us down. But those tank traps are in my way, so I gotta blow them up. Someone suggested using TNT against tank traps. Yes, that's fantastic, except you need TNT, and where are you gonna get that? Like, everybody's got AT grenades, but you have to grab TNT off like a tank or something if you want to do that, so... Plus, it's a massive explosion, so you gotta be careful. So there are mines there. These guys are gonna... Their job is to find out how many mines there are, and it turns out there's no more mines past there, so... You guys had a shitty job, but you did it very well, and now your other shitty job is to throw a grenade over this hay bale, and, turns out it's not very shitty. We're just making really good progress. My guys are shooting these guys with guns. So that's a good strategy. Shoot the people with the guns in the game to win the thing, to do this stuff. You heard it here first, folks. Shoot guns. Look at us. We got 15 minutes left, and we got 200 points, so there's 700 points, and we're gonna cap those points with their points and do the point stuff. Points. What else is there to talk about? Those tank traps are still there. Go away. AT grenade. I guess maybe TNT is a good idea if AT grenades don't do jack shit against these things. Maybe it takes 2 AT grenades. Let's find out. Yes, it does. 2 AT grenades is the magic number. So that's actually a good tip. It's good to know. Some Churchill crocodile just toasted my allies' Panzer II. I would like to see. Or I guess it didn't toast it. It probably just shot it. Churchill crocodile, one of the hero units that the British can buy. So normally they don't get tanks that heavy on defense and front lines, but like the heaviest they can get is kind of like a Firefly. But they can buy a Churchill crocodile, so that's good for them. Kind of a mistake, I think, letting his machine gun just be sort of isolated there over on the right. I was able to pick it off and just decrew it, and now I can do whatever I want. It's interesting how much better our assault is going than it went in the previous game. Especially, these are all the same people. This is the same ally. I'm obviously the same person. I have not swapped with a doppelganger. These are the same enemies we're attacking, but whereas previously we got our ship pushed in, right now I'm like stealing heavy machine guns and driving around with Stoogs, being like, look at me, I got a Stoog, and that guy's dead. So, well, what explains this? One is that we practiced a whole lot and we got a lot better. That's actually not the explanation, because this game was played immediately after the previous one. So, in fact, not only did we not practice, we actually just finished getting our asses kicked. So, that's not the answer. The second answer is that, like, I prayed a lot to baby Jesus, and baby Jesus smiled on us. That's actually not the answer either, because I didn't pray a lot to baby Jesus, and even if I did, baby Jesus doesn't speak English, he only speaks Aramaic or whatever they spoke back then, so it's not going to grant my prayers. The other option is that they were defending like a built-up city last time, and this time they're defending more or less open, snowy areas. And you think about the strategy that they used, it's a ton of mines, a ton of like razor wire, a ton of tank traps, a lot of heavy machine guns, some AT guns, and some tanks. They're all about sort of funneling us into a kill zone and putting a lot of concentrated fire on that kill zone. And when the kill zone is in the middle of a city, it's not too tough for them to do that. They set up some tank traps, they set up some razor wire, and I mean already the buildings do 90% of the work, so you add the tank traps and the razor wire, we're pretty much like fucked, right? We're gonna run into mines everywhere. Like, we can only go down one route, and they have well-defended machine guns blowing the crap out of us. In this, they can't really do that. Like, they set up some razor wire, they set up some tank traps, but we can still go pretty much wherever we want. I just lost like 80 guys to mine, so that's not good, but generally we can go around the minefields, or we're less likely to hit the minefields, or they're going to be less dense minefields, and their machine guns, their AT guns, it's much easier for us to kill them, because they can't hide behind a building or something, they can't hide around the corner. We don't have to use indirect fire to nail them down, we can just shoot them, so, you know, in a stand-up fight where we're shooting at them and they're shooting at us, they're not doing so well, so, you know, maybe we don't suck at the game, and maybe they're not the best defenders in the entire world. Maybe it's sort of a... maybe the city was giving them a very large advantage. So, yeah, defending a city easier than defending a snowy open plain in some respects, but obviously in other respects, we can get much closer in the city than we can in the snowy open plain, because we have buildings to hide behind ourselves. So, that's a bunch of tactic stuff. There's 15 seconds left in this video, so somebody's either going to crash or quit. We're capturing the front lines. These guys are fucked. I don't see. I bet they quit. Yep, GG. They give up. So, the end. We win. Hooray! Snow. Like Santa.